What's going on, gents? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing okay. Now, in today's video, I wanted to discuss the importance of getting off your ass and getting out there and moving, doing some exercise, especially as a guy in 2025. Men are generally across the board in the worst shape that we've ever been in, physically, in terms of body fat, in terms of average muscle mass. We're in a bad state. And this has become normalized. This has become normalized through poor eating habits, through an overly sedentary lifestyle where you're just sitting around playing video games, watching TV, not exercising, not moving. You know, we've got fully remote jobs now, so people sit at a desk all day, and when it's all said and done, sometimes everyday life can get in the way and you feel like you don't have time or energy or the effort to exercise. But this is something we need to start addressing. It really is. Because you might feel that today, honestly, you don't have time to exercise. You might feel that within your week, there's not enough time for you to really dedicate to fitness and health and running and training. But this is a choice. If you don't make the time now, you won't have the time later. If you constantly choose to put off going on that diet, training, exercising regularly, walking, moving the body, it's going to catch up with you someday or another. When you're older, you're going to find yourself with health problems that maybe shorten your lifespan because you didn't take the choice to get moving when you were younger, to join that sports club, to take up boxing, MMA or jiu-jitsu, or join the gym, or start running, skipping, whatever it is. And I know that there are a lot of overweight people in society, a lot of people that don't respect themselves or their bodies, and it is becoming normalized. But don't add to that statistic. If our ancestors could see the shape that men are in today, they would be repulsed, they would be disgusted. They'd be looking at us and thinking, what is this freak? What is this specimen? This isn't a human. We've softened up. We've lost muscle. We've gained fat. We just consume these sugary, rubbish foods that have all sorts of additives and preservatives in it to make it taste and have a particular texture. Whereas our ancestors were fit and ready to go. They were lean, but they had good muscle mass. Their testosterone was higher. Because of the foods that we eat and the diets that we have and the lifestyles that we have, testosterone in men has dropped by hundreds of points. Just within the last 3 generations. The average handshake of a man, in terms of its pressure or recorded pressure, has decreased so much. So much. I mean, even myself, I can imagine shaking hands with my great-granddad or great-great-granddad, and I could imagine that he would break every single bone in my hand. Now, that's not the goal here. We don't want to be hurting people, but the general point is we have become softened. And look, if you're not happy with your physique, if you don't look in the mirror feeling good, then the reality is something has to change. And the further reality is if it doesn't change now, it's not likely to change in the future. Watching this video right now, you're never going to be younger than you are today. You're never going to have more energy than you have today. We're all dying. Tomorrow I'm a day older, the same for you. So why not start now? Why not Start making the change that you know you have to make, you know you want to make today, instead of putting it off to tomorrow and the next day and the day after that and waiting. Get out there and move. You feel so good when you exercise. I just went for a run this morning, and it's tough, it's difficult, of course, but when it's done, there's a really warm feeling inside of you. A feeling of accomplishment. You obviously have the endorphins pumping around, that good energy around your body. But there's also a sense of pride, real pride. And when you start adding this into your weekly routine, you're going to experience these endorphins on a more regular basis. Whether it's running, going to the gym, playing football, doing whatever sport it is that you like doing, you're going to experience these positive endorphins if you exercise regularly each week. It also relaxes you much more. I feel very relaxed after my run today. You're going to feel less stress, less anxiety. Your body is going to start changing. There's really no negatives to getting up and exercising. You can maybe argue you're going to be spending time doing something that you don't want to be doing. Well, guess what? That's life. It's difficult. There's going to be moments where you have to exert discipline and do things that you don't really want to do in the moment, but that you know in the long run are going to benefit you. And on the other hand, look, if you don't do it now, it's likely that you're going to be punished for it later with your health. So make your choice. Make your choice. Are you happy with where you're at right now? If the answer is no, then we need to start changing that. Nothing changes if nothing changes. If you want to be one of the guys who just sits at home on the sofa, playing Xbox, eating Doritos till 4 a.m. every day, living this sedentary lifestyle with no sense of accomplishment, knock yourself out. But I promise you, it's not going to lead you to the results that you want with your life. Women don't find it attractive. Women definitely don't find it attractive. If you're not in good shape, that's something that may hinder your plans of finding a girl that you can settle down with. You know, you've got a responsibility to yourself and your future wife to put yourself in a good condition physically. If you're just sitting down eating crap and not taking care of yourself, not doing the basics, then you're limiting the possibility that someone would even look at you. So start thinking about where you're at right now. Be honest with yourself. And if you can't tell yourself you're happy with where you're at, something needs to change. Now, as I said, you can put it off to tomorrow and the day after and the day after, and you can leave it and ignore it and put it in the corner. But we both know that that's not going to help you. We both know that there's going to come a point down the line where these feelings resurface, this anxiety, this low self-confidence, because you don't like what you're looking at in the mirror, it's going to come back. So between us, let's be smart about this and let's not waste any time. Let today be the day that you turn things around. Let today be the start of your transformation. There's nothing bad that's going to come from getting off your ass and exercising, from getting off the couch and moving. You're going to have more energy. You're going to have less anxiety, less stress. You're going to have a better physique. You're going to be more relaxed. You're going to be producing positive endorphins throughout your body on a weekly basis. You're going to have a sense of pride about yourself. And maybe from a social perspective, you're going to get compliments. People are going to tell you how great you look. People are going to tell you how much you've changed and how what you're doing is really paying off. And maybe a nice lady is going to tell you that as well. But until you start, you're not going to experience any of that. So I'd recommend that you do start. Look, guys, I hope you took some value from today's video. If you did, kindly reciprocate that value. Smash the like button for me. And if you're new around here, please consider subscribing to the channel for much more content from me. Drop your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd be really pleased to hear what you've got to say. And of course, check out the links in the description of this video if you want to hop on a one-to-one call with me. The link is down below. And if you're interested in joining the men's Discord community, the link is down below also. Thanks guys. I'll see you in the next one.